So, ayan. Okay. The recorder has started. That's now being recorded. I think Mario will be doing the navigation lines.
Let's wait for the attendees.
All right.
So, okay. Okay.
Good evening. Good evening, Anelli. Yeah, good evening.
All right. Awesome. Let's just wait for the rest of the attendees before we start the webinar. Okay. Right. Great. Okay. That's good. Static. Okay. So I think a lot of people would be late. Yes. Okay. So we have one, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, we've got six in the room already. Michael, are
Yeah.
you able? Okay. So, uh, we're just gonna give you a little bit more time for the rest to join in. By
Yeah,
eight
probably.
fifteen,
Yeah.
we'll kick off, and then perhaps the rest can join. After or in between. Okay, so bear with us
Yeah.
for another 6 minutes. Thank you for everyone. Okay, for attending. We have. I just wanna commend the attendance of everyone. Okay, Anelli, Mary, Jane Cueto, Graciano, Joel, Franco, Napoleon, and um, just to let you know that this is going to be a regular workshop or a webinar by Michael, our chief market analyst, okay, from Asia Capital Markets, and I hope that the next time you would include your friends, whoever that you think that could add value, okay, to this platform or understand better, the forex trading, since this is a forex trading 101, and the best thing that you could ever give to somebody is the knowledge and the possibility for them to capitalize on what they could do in terms of investment platforms that we could offer them. Okay, guys. Um, Hopefully, everyone comes in. So I think most of you already know Mike. Okay, but I think. But this is the good thing about you knowing Mike, that his background and his credibility, uh, you know, uh, would just would give you the validation that this is not something to be concerned about. So Asia Capital Markets, just for everyone to know. Um, we have appointed Michael Cueto as our chief market analyst. Okay, and since Michael has extensive experience and knowledge in the financial markets industry, okay, and at the same time, he's a financial writer of International Business Times. Sorry. Um his exposure to retail banking, forex, and binary options trading, and trading and education, and the credit analyst, gives us a great pleasure for him to become a coach, a mentor, and trainer for you guys. Okay, at the same time, and yes, Graciano, ACM is a broker. Okay. We are, considered, a forex broker, and I just wanted to give you all uh, the, the part where Michael is doing a one-on-one coaching, a personal one-on-one coaching, as part of our free service. Okay, and. And the more, okay, if you when he gives you an advanced one-on-one coaching as well, for especially for our existing clients and upcoming clients that wants to capitalize on the trade, best trading practices, and so on and so forth. So not, for not to further ado, I would want to give you Michael Cueto, our Chief Market Analyst, to begin our webinar, which is the Forex 101. Thank you guys for attending, and the Q&A session will start after the presentation. Okay, please, raise any of your concerns or your queries to Michael hereafter. Thank you for attending, and hope you enjoy the presentation. Thank you, guys. Michael, the floor is
Thank,
yours.
thank you, Heinz. Good evening, everyone. Now, I see a couple of familiar names here, Aneli, Sarmiento, and Mr. Sir Nap Franco. Good evening, sir. Nice that you've been able to attend. And I also see here Mary Jane Cueto. I don't know if you're my relative or a distant relative. Anyway, thank you for attending. Well, first of all, this webinar is about Forex 101. So to those of you who are already in the know about Forex, probably I'll be giving you somehow some sort of a refresher. But again, this is just the first time. As we go along, if you'd be one of our partners at Asia Capital Markets, I will be able to provide you not only beginners courses or coaching, but intermediate and advanced coaching sessions as well. Okay. Now to begin with, um, I'll share my screen. Okay. Mark, can you share the screen for the slide presentation? Hold on. Screen sharing. Where's that? Um, okay, here it is. Can you see my screen, guys? I just want to make sure if everyone can see my screen. Aneli, Sir Nap, can you see the screen? We have on the screen the logo of Asia Capital Markets, the right way to trade. Can you please everyone confirm if you can see the screen? In the meantime, I'll turning the video off. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Okay, to begin with, okay, we at Asia Capital Markets, we're actually a broker, and now to those of you who are for the first time, they would like to know what forex exchange is, or foreign exchange trading, or forex or FX trading. It is actually the means through which one currency is exchanged into another. So here you are speculating or perceiving based on your own technical analysis, which we shall be providing to you guys later on, and or fundamental analysis. If one currency will strengthen or appreciate or weaken or depreciate relative to the other. As we go along, I'll be able to explain you in detail. Now here, when trading Forex online, you are always trading a currency pair. Please take note of that. You are trading a currency pair, not just one currency, but a pair. Such as this one, USD JPY. This one, as you can see on the screen, where you are in fact buying one currency while simultaneously selling the other currency. Or vice versa, you could also be selling one currency while simultaneously buying another currency. So take, for instance, the currency pair USD JPY. So it's read as USD JPY for the dollar versus the Japanese yen, or dollar yen for that matter. Simple as that. Now here, if you perceive the dollar to rise in value relative to the Japanese yen, meaning to say you expect the dollar to strengthen in value, you need to buy the dollar or USD, while you need to sell JPY. So in Forex trading, you will simply say buy USD JPY. So again, in essence, when you say buy USD JPY, you expect the dollar to strengthen or to appreciate in value relative to the Japanese yen. So in essence, you are buying the dollar and selling the Japanese yen. Whenever you say buy, you expect the price to strengthen. And when you say sell, you are expecting the price to weaken or to go down. Conversely, if you speculate or perceive the dollar to fall in value against the Japanese yen, you sell USD and buy JPY. So here you simply say sell USD JPY. So that's how simple it is when you are trading Forex. When you say sell USD JPY, you are selling USD while buying Japanese yen. So again, please take note of that. So when we say Forex 101, you are trading a currency pair. Now, on the second slide, the third slide. Now imagine you are an overseas Filipino worker or an OFW about to send money amounting to, say, $1,000 from abroad to your loved ones over here in the Philippines via a remittance center or a bank. So imagine you're an OFW. So typically, when you are sending money, these are actually in foreign denomination. Of course, you would want them to be converted into Philippine peso once it comes into the country here in the Philippines. So essentially, the money you'll be sending is a foreign denominated currency which shall be exchanged or converted into Philippine pesos once it reaches the Philippines. So again, you are exchanging it. So let's hypothetically peg the USD PHP exchange rate at $1 is to 50 pesos. Again, I'm just saying this as an example, USD PHP, just to make things simpler. Or commonly, this is written as something like this. A dollar is equivalent to 50 pesos. Again, this is just a ballpark figure. Just for simplicity's sake, we are putting $1. The value, when you convert $1, it is equivalent to 50 pesos. So in terms of amount, your $1,000 is equivalent to 50,000 pesos. So that's how it works in Forex. Now, when you're sending money, one of two scenarios would happen to the value of the dollar you are holding when you exchange this or convert this into Philippine peso. Now say, if for some reason the dollar got stronger or rose in value due to some factors, for instance, let's say the US presidential elections or something political for that matter, the dollar will be exchanged higher than 50,000 pesos if it gets stronger or it rose in value. For instance, the US would declare a COVID vaccine that would be an all-spectrum cure for COVID. So practically the dollar would get stronger. So that means your $1,000 shall be exchanged higher than 50,000 pesos. Say like 51,000 pesos or 52,000 pesos, depending on the exchange rate of the remittance center or the bank or the money changer. Now, on the other hand, if the dollar got weaker or fell in value, the dollar that you are holding shall be exchanged lower than 50,000 pesos. It could be 49,000 pesos, 49,500 pesos. Again, it could be weaker. Example of which, for instance, hypothetically, if, say, U.S. President Joe Biden would get impeached, just an example, for sure the dollar would weaken because investors would get jittery. The economy would somehow be dragged down by that political factor. So you would expect the dollar to weaken in value. So that's basically not good news for OFWs because their $1,000 will have to be exchanged lower than 50,000 pesos. So this is where the area of speculation comes into play in your decision to send money right away or not. So in essence, even if you are not yet into Forex trading online, you are actually speculating or knowing when to send the money that you have, be it in dollars. For instance, in this case, $1,000. So, for instance, you are assuming that the U.S. economy will improve in the days to come. So, you are confident to send your $1,000 to your loved ones. So, once it reaches the Philippines, it could be exchanged higher than 50,000 pesos, say 51,000 pesos or 52,000. Now, if there could be some political instability that might happen in the United States, for sure, the $1,000, your decision, you either would like to hold it for quite some time or just simply exchange it lower than 50,000. So that is the area of speculation. So you are in fact engaged in foreign exchange trading without you knowing it subconsciously. Okay. Now, in simple words, Forex online trading is when you buy a currency on a low price and sell it on a high price. Again, you've heard before, buy low, sell high. Of course, if you expect, say, if you are engaged on the stock market, you buy a share, and then the share price went up. For instance, also Bitcoin, which is actually in our trading platform, Bitcoin, you buy, say, one Bitcoin. So one Bitcoin would be equivalent roughly to, say, $50,000. You are speculating it to strengthen in value, and then all of a sudden it went up to $52,000. So that's a value of $2,000 or more than 2,000 pips. Then you are actually reaping in profits. So once you've reached that point of $52,000, one Bitcoin equivalent to $52,000, then you are speculating that the price would go down because there are enough buyers. So the sellers would be coming in. So that is the time you would like to sell your Bitcoin, which you can actually do in our trading platform. We actually have Bitcoin on MT4 here at Asia Capital Markets. So in essence, Forex 101 is a market of world currencies where people speculate to potentially get the profit expected. Again, take note of the term expected. Nothing is guaranteed in Forex trading. That's the reason that once you've become one of our partners, we shall be guiding you every step of the way by means of doing one-on-one coaching, personalized coaching, or even group coaching. So if you have friends who would like to brainstorm with us, we can actually do even group coaching. Now here, for you to actually trade, you need to go to a licensed Forex broker, which will provide you the charting platform of the MetaTrader 4, or what we call MT4, with the codes for selling or buying currencies. Now here is the link. You can easily download the MT4 platform at Asia Capital Markets via this link, https:/@asiacapmarkets trading /trading dash platform slash MT4 dash platform. So our website is actually this one, asiacapmarkets.com. For the MT4 platform, here it is. Asia, just go to asiacapmarkets.com and then you will find your trading platform and then click on this one, MT4 platform. So from here, you would be able to download the MT4 platform. Okay, hang on. Now, to those of you, again, who are new to Forex, the Forex market, just an FYI here, the Forex market is actually the world's largest and most liquid financial market. When we say most liquid, it has a lot of volatility. It is here that you need to trade the market with a lot of volatility. When we say, again, most liquid, it means there's a lot of transactions going on, buying and selling. In fact, it is even larger than the stock market itself. The Forex market has a daily trading volume of $6.3 trillion. I think it has gone even further at this point, notwithstanding the pandemic. The good thing about here, when you are engaged in Forex 101, despite the pandemic, you can still trade online. You can buy or sell. Again, if you expect, say, a currency to weaken, to strengthen, you buy it. If you expect, say, the dollar to weaken, you simply sell it. So it's a two-way profit potential. So significantly, daily Forex trading volume has been steadily increasing since 2007, as you can see here, the source of which is from Bloomberg. Again, it has been steadily increasing. Well, in fact, I believe the past year it has increased. So again, given the entry of the cryptocurrencies, which is actually in our platform, for sure, the forex trading market has even reached unprecedented heights. Again, it's because of the entry of cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. We actually have those, which I'll be showing you later in this webinar. So again, the Forex market is the most liquid because currencies of different countries are traded fast-paced, on demand, round the clock, where trades are being completed left and right without the hassle of needing to meet each other in person. So that's it. If you compare the Forex market with the New York Stock Exchange, you see here it pales in comparison. The New York Stock Exchange, it only shows you a trading volume of around $28 billion daily as compared to the $6.6 trillion of the Forex market. Comparing that with the equities market, that's the grand total. It has an aggregated volume of around $191 billion. It still pales in comparison with the 6.6 trillion daily trading volume of the Forex market. So compared to the futures market, it's still so large. So here, the Forex market, it actually dwarfs. If you add the three, I think it's only slightly higher than the Forex market. So if you add up the New York Stock Exchange and the equities market, it still pales in comparison with the trading volume of the foreign exchange market. So here, you can actually do so many things when you are trading the Forex market. Now, going on to the next slide. Okay, now most of you might be wondering, we cannot compare the stock market to the Forex market. Why? Because unlike stock markets, Forex trading does not take place on exchanges, but again, directly between two parties, buyers and sellers. It is run by a global network of banks spread across 4 major trading centers in different time zones, beginning from Australia, the Sydney market. Then overlapping that would be the Tokyo market from Japan, of course. And then we have the European market, or most commonly known as the London Open. So that Philippine time, it actually begins at 3 p.m. The Asian session or Asia Pacific region, if you open the MT4, it would normally start at around 5 a.m. Philippine time. if there's a daylight savings time, it would start at 6 a.m. And then 3 p.m., London market. And then, of course, we have at around 9:30 p.m., the U.S. market, most commonly known as the opening of the New York Stock Exchange. 9:30 p.m. Philippine time, that's equivalent, that's in the US, that's actually 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, because there is no central physical location, you can easily trade Forex online 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. That's 24/5 of trading, which makes it more flexible. Unlike the stock market, which runs like the normal corporate hours, say the US stock market, it runs from 9:30 Eastern Standard Time until 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. After that, there would be no actual trade for the securities. Unlike in Forex market, it would still be round the clock. So it would open at around 5 to 6 in the morning come Monday, and then it would close at around 5 or 6 a.m. Saturday morning here in Manila. So you have all the opportunities in the world. Now, the best thing about the Forex market is you can trade Forex everywhere on your laptop, desktop, tablets, or even on your mobile phones, as long as, of course, you have internet connection. Again, when we say trading online, Forex, you must have an internet connection. As to how many Mbps, it doesn't matter as long as stable. It can run even as low as 5 Mbps or even 3 Mbps as long as you have internet connection. Even if it's a prepaid line, you can still trade online, Forex online. So the better your internet, the stronger your internet connection, the better for you to trade Forex online. So you can see here the chart comparison. Now going further, hang on, let me just adjust my mouse, okay? If we go further, okay, first of all, why do you need to be engaged in Forex trading? What is your aim? What is your goal? Here as a trader, your aim is to earn as much profit from the vast majority of currency conversions constantly taking place. The amount of currency converted every day can make price movements of some currencies extremely volatile. Take note of the word volatile, please. It is this volatility that can make Forex so attractive to you as traders. However, be aware that with high profitability also comes high risk. So in this case, it is imperative that you observe prudent risk management, and you have to have a sound trading plan, especially for beginners. Again, take note, this is especially for beginners. Now, even if you are an experienced trader, you still have to have a trade plan. So that's it. As you can see here, sample chart. I shall be discussing this in detail as soon as you'd become a partner of Asia Capital Markets. So this is one of the sample charts. I'll be showing that to you later on. Now here again, Forex trading is the means through which one currency is exchanged into another. So when trading Forex online, you are always trading a currency pair. Please take note of that. You are buying one currency while simultaneously selling another. As an example, USD JPY. Now, as I mentioned earlier, interestingly, the Forex market offers a two-way profit potential. That is, what do I mean by that? You can either buy or you can sell a certain currency paired with another foreign currency. So I've heard before, I don't think I can trade the Forex because the dollar is weakening. I think he's mentioning about the stock market. Because if you expect the dollar to weaken, you simply have to sell the dollar against, say, the Japanese yen. As simple as that. So again, it's a two-way profit potential. You either buy or sell. So again, as such, if you perceive the dollar to rise, you buy it. If you perceive the dollar to fall, you sell it. Now, in stark contrast to the OTC or over-the-counter stock market, Here, you need to have a stock broker. And of course, when you are buying a share, when you say you buy a share, you are expecting the price to rise. So, however, what if the stock price suddenly fell? So at that moment, you are instantly experiencing losses. Again, in the stock market, if you buy over the counter, you only need to buy. If the price falls, you are actually losing. So in the event if it falls, the price falls, and you decide to sell it, that means you stand not to gain anything at all. For example, you bought one share at say $10 per share. You bought say 100 shares, so that means $1,000. But if the price fell say to $5, you decided to sell it. So $5 times 100 shares, you are selling it at $500. You actually lost half of your capital. Not only that, you need to pay like a 1% commission to the stockbroker. So in essence, you're practically losing you've actually lost like more than 50% of your share price. That's entirely different when you are trading Forex online. You only need to put up a capital. The money is there. It's in the bank. It's only deposited to the broker for you to buy or sell, to speculate, to do the trading online. You have total control of your money. So you will be provided the username and the password via email, and you can even change the password as often as you like. Now, of course, some of you might be wondering, no, Forex trading is like gambling. I think many would be saying this, that trading Forex is like gambling. Again, to many, trading Forex is often referred to as also gambling. Now, here's the thing. If you trade without knowing how to win, that is gambling. So if ever you decide to put in, say, $1,000 or even $10,000 here at Asia Capital Markets, you're only a beginner. You do not want to be coached or trained. You don't know nothing about Forex. You only rely on your gut feel. That is in fact gambling. Now, if you won enough profits in trading and you tend to get greedy, then that in essence is gambling. Now, if you've lost because of sheer greediness and lack of discipline, that is gambling. The bottom line is, again, as I mentioned, trading is not 100% guarantee. Trading is based on a scientific, emotionless, and educated guess. Again, scientific, emotionless, and educated guess. It's like if you have a business, nothing is guaranteed. You have to have a feasibility study, something like that. So in regard to Forex trading, you have to have a trade plan. You need to have proper coaching. You need to have proper training. And with the coaching, we will be guiding you on every step of the way. The bottom line, we want you to be independent traders on your own. So you will be used to having a trade plan. You will be accustomed to trading at what time of the day. You would be able to determine if you are a day trader, a swing trader, an intraday trader, or even a scalper, depending on your risk appetite. Now, gambling is predicated on gut feel and pure luck. Can please take note. Say if you enter a casino, you roll the dice, you are just praying. So that in essence in gambling, you don't need any technical analysis or for anything for that matter. So if we compare here, trading versus gambling, trading has sound risk management, gambling, no risk management. Trading, you need to have a concrete trading plan. Gambling, definitely there's no concrete trading plan because it's based on gut feel. You need to master at least one strategy, at least one. You can even master as many strategies, which we shall be providing you in our advanced courses, depending on the account that you would be opening here at Asia Capital Markets. As compared to gambling, trades are based only on, I don't think recommendations would be the proper word. I think it should be based on sentiments. Trading doesn't trade on emotions. It should not be based on emotions. Whereas gambling, it's based on emotions. Now in trading, journal, you have journals here. So you will actually have a record of your trading history, which can be found simply on the MT4 platform. That cannot be manipulated at all. That will be stored. In gambling, it doesn't need any journal trades. So I think if you've lost enough money, it's a time that you would have felt. So that's one part of your journal trades. That's the time when you have lost enough money. Trading, you need to treat trading like a business, especially to those OFWs who are just at home, even on a lockdown. Probably this is the perfect time for you to have a secondary business. You can even treat it as your primary business. Or to those of you who have jobs, you can even treat Forex trading as your secondary income. And then as you go along, if you will feel very confident, you would be an independent trader, then you decide if trading would be your bread and butter. Now in gambling, it opens a lot of positions at once. So if you enter a casino, you roll the dice, you go to a slot machine, you go to a roulette, etc., etc. So you are tempted to gamble, to take as many risks as possible. In trading, you need to learn from your mistakes. So do not be afraid if you tend to start to lose, because actually that is part of your learning curve. I'm not saying that at the moment, once you've entered, once you open an account, then expect to lose your money. No, it doesn't work that way. So again, we shall be guiding you accordingly every step of the way. In gambling, there is no discipline at all. I think I've watched one movie starring who's this guy from the Expendables, Jason Statham. He won, I think, 500 grand. He got so greedy, he bet them all. He lost them all eventually. So that's one thing. Also in trading, you also need to have discipline. Okay, here, interestingly, what are the currency of Forex pairs that you would be trading? So here, currency pairs measure the value of one currency against another. They are split into a base currency and a quote currency or counter currency. Example, Euro USD, as you can see here. Euro here is the base currency. The one on the left, USD, is the quote currency or the counter currency, which is the one on the right. The price represents how much of the quote currency is required to buy 1 unit of the currency. So simply put, we have the bid and the ask price. Here is the bid. Here is the ask price. The bid price is the maximum price a buyer is willing to pay for the currency, whereas the ask price is the minimum price a seller would be willing to accept the currency for. Now, in layman's term, the bid-ask differential is the spread, which essentially represents the difference in pricing between the two currencies. This is where all brokers somehow make a living via the spread. It works the same way as money changers or remittance centers. Say, for example, if you ask the teller, how much is your buying? And the teller would say, for $1, $1 is to 50 pesos. How much is your selling? $1 is to 52. So they have a spread of around 2 pesos, meaning to say, if you would like to exchange your $1,000 into pesos, $1,000 would be equivalent to 50,000 pesos. Now, if you need dollars, you only have pesos, the teller would quote you, what's your selling? The teller would say 52. So that means you need 52,000 pesos to have $1,000. So in essence, they have a spread of around 2 pips. It's the same as this one. Now, you don't need to master this at the moment. Once you've again partnered with us, this shall be discussed thoroughly in our upcoming webinars. So here, in this case, 4 decimal places, 1.0717. It means 1 euro is equivalent to $1.717. So that means you need, to buy 1 euro, you need $1.017 or $19. Such as this one. Now the spread, 4 decimal places, say 1.0719. So 19 minus 17, the last 2 decimal places, you have a spread of around 2 pips. Pips meaning percentage in points. That is actually the meaning of pip. Percentage in point. Pip or points in short. So again, this is how it works. Now, we have different types of Forex pairs. They are actually separated into 4 categories, mainly major currency pairs. When we say majors, these are the pairs having the US dollar. For instance, Euro USD, USD JPY, GBP USD, USD CHF. So here, say Euro USD, Euro is the base, USD is the quoted currency. This one, USD JPY, USD is the base, JPY is the quoted currency or the terms currency. Next, we have commodity currencies. These are actually tied to commodities such as oil, coal, or iron ore, including, for instance, AUD, USD, and USD CAD. Now, you might be wondering, why AUD? Australia is actually one of the gold-producing countries. So any impact on the price of gold, any price movement on the price of gold would also have an impact on the value of the Australian dollar or the Aussie dollar. Same thing with Canada, which is actually one of the oil-producing countries in the world. So any impact on, say, Brent crude or even WTI crude or crude oil for that matter would have an impact on the Canadian dollar or the loonie. So that's why they are called commodity currencies. Now, we also have cross currencies. When we say cross, they don't have the US dollar. They do not include the dollar. So, for instance, Euro GBP, Euro JPY, AUD USD, AUD NZD, Euro CHF. Anything that doesn't have USD. And then we have exotic pairs or exotic currencies, Euro, Turkish Lira, GBP ZAR, etc. Now, in your case, especially for beginners, maybe you need to focus first on the major currency pairs. For instance, Euro USD or USD JPY. And as you go along, then you could probably be more interested also to trade as well commodity currencies. Actually, we also have commodities in our platform, such as gold and even silver. I'll be showing that to you later on. Now here, what are the most popular currency pairs or Forex pairs for beginners? Now, of course, the dollar is the most commonly traded currency in the world. That's a fact. Most major Forex pairs include the dollar as either the base, the one on the left, or the quoted currency, the one on the right. When combined with other currencies from some of the world's biggest economies like that of China, Japan, and the UK, these are considered major pairs. Major Forex pairs are particularly attractive to traders as they signify the most prosperous and stable economies across the globe. They actually have a lot of volatility, so it would be safe for you to trade first the Forex pairs. Hence, these are often the most traded currency pairs among beginners. Now, what are the most traded Forex pairs in the world? We have the Euro USD, USD JPY, the pound or the sterling, the GBP USD, Aussie dollar versus the US dollar, USD versus CAD, USD versus the Chinese yuan or renminbi, USD versus the Swiss franc or CHF, USD versus the Hong Kong dollar, Euro versus the British pound, the dollar versus the South Korean won. There's actually a lot more. I'll show them to you later on. Now, in terms of percentage, we have here the Euro USD as actually the most traded of all currency pairs. Again, that's Euro USD. It's actually the greatest trading volume would be during the European market at around 3 p.m. and even the US market. That is the time this would be highly volatile, the Euro USD. Anything that has the Euro or the British Pound would be extremely volatile at the opening of the European market at 3 p.m. Philippine time. Second would be the USD JPY pair. Japanese yen, of course, you would be expecting a lot of movement even during the Asian session. So anything that has the Japanese yen, the Aussie dollar, or even the Kiwi or New Zealand dollar would have extreme volatility in the morning, the time of the Asia Pacific session. Then we also have GBP USD and so forth, AUD USD, AUD USD CAD, and so forth. So that's as of 2019. It could be different by 2020 or even 2021. Now, here's a sample of the MT4 charting platform. I'll show this to you. So this is the MT4 trading platform. By default, if you download this will be shown by default. I only changed the theme of this to this one. So that's how it works. This is the one click when you want to say buy or sell. Now we also have, if I click on Market Watch or Control M, you will see here the different pairs. Okay, I'll go first one by one. I'll go back to the slide. Now here it is. The MT4 charting platform. Now MT4 stands for MetaTrader 4. That's what we have at Asia Capital Markets. All right, now here we have Market Watch, a tabular list of currency pairs and other financial instruments. So we can see here, these are the pairs. The blue ones are actually cryptocurrencies, and we have natural platinum and natural gas, etc., etc. So if I go to the chart, I clicked on Market Watch, you would have a variety of financial instruments to choose from. So to those of you who are experienced traders, not only can you trade currency pairs, the major currency pairs, the crosses, or even the exotics, you can even trade, we have here platinum, Brent oil, and WTI crude oil. If we scroll down further, we have here, you might be wondering why this AUS 200, these are actually stock indices. It's the counterpart of the Philippine Stock Exchange or PSEI. For instance, if you hover the cursor here, you will see here Australia 200 index, China A50, Euro Stocks 50, CAC 40 or from France, FRA 40, GER 30 or the DAX 30, China H-shares, Hang Seng Index or the HK 50 or Hong Kong Index, Japan 225 or Nikkei 225, etc., etc. If you scroll down here, this is natural gas. And interestingly enough, to those of you who are into Bitcoin, well, you can trade Bitcoin on this platform Mondays through Fridays or until Saturday. If you scroll here, you will see here Bitcoin versus the dollar, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum. Ethereum is actually the trading platform, the product of which is Ether. So don't get confused of that. So this is Ethereum. We also have Litecoin, and we also have Ripple. Now, if I click on Bitcoin, I clicked on the tick chart, you will see the movement here. Go back to Bitcoin, drag and drop, go back to the tick chart. We are on the daily time frame. If I go over to the 1 minute time chart, you will see here the movement. You see here, very steep move up and then sideways. You'll see here the pattern. So in this regard, we shall be training you on how to trade the financial market. So first you go to D1, of course. Now go back to the slide. Now here are the important things that you will learn at Asia Capital Markets once you've funded your trading account. You will need to determine the volume or the lot size. Of course, when you are trading, say if you infuse a capital of say $1,000, I think it's impossible for you to set a trading goal of $500 if your capital is $500. That means you are risking actually half of your capital. I don't think that's a wise decision. So with that, we shall be teaching you on how to do the appropriate trades by means of determining the lot size. It should be proportionate to your account size. So say if you want to risk, say, only 1% or say 2% of your account size. So if you have a capital of $1,000, you are willing to risk 2%. When we say you are willing to risk, it means you stand to gain 2% of 1,000. So that would mean $20. So you stand to gain $20 or even more. But for the loss, you stand to lose $20. So that would be your maximum loss, $20. So that's risk management. That's the second part, the amount you are willing to risk per trade. Now, of course, how would you be able to know how to enter the market? Of course, we shall be teaching you how to trade based on price action. We have buy and sell signals. You need to also to know the types of trading execution. Will it be real time or pending? If I go back to the chart, you will see here the one-click trading button. But if you go to this one, Market Watch, say if you wanted to trade Bitcoin, I do a right click, go to new order, you shall be seeing here type. If you clicked on market execution, that means you are immediately entering the market. But if you clicked on, say, pending order, you say you chose buy stop, meaning to say you are expecting the price of Bitcoin relative to the dollar, here's the pairing BTC USD, to rise in value. So your position, your pending order would be buy stop. If you expect the price to weaken, to drop, that's a sell stop. Don't need to worry, because again, we shall be teaching you all those things once you become a partner of Asia Capital Markets. So this is just one of the many financial instruments that you would maybe want to trade at all. So here, other than that, we shall be teaching you how to do technical analysis, determining resistance and support levels, and trading based on chart patterns. I'll show you one. When we say, for instance, I'll switch to gold. Scroll down, left click, drag and drop, then I'll go to gold. Say if I'm on the daily chart, okay, here's one example. When we say resistance, that means it's actually, imagine you're in a house. That is actually the ceiling price. So this is the resistance. I'll just have to make it thicker. I'll make it yellow, make it more, okay. So this, in fact, is actually the resistance. Why do we need to do this? You need to do this because it's like you would like to have a sense of predictability on what the next best thing to do. So this would be the resistance or the ceiling price. On the other hand, again, if you're in a house, you would have to set the floor price, or which we call the support. So this, in fact, is what we call the trend line resistance, the trend line support. Why trend line? As we can see here, it's actually trending down. On the other hand, I don't think that's enough. We also need to know the horizontal resistance. Now, say something like this. Why here? Simply because we are spotting the most recent hits. This one, this one, this one, and this one. It's actually a matter of estimation. So say if we set it here. So we have this resistance level, trend line, and this one, the horizontal resistance. So when we are on the resistance, it means I think we have little room for us to buy, or for us to expect gold to strengthen further. So that's, in essence, why we need to put our resistance and support levels. Again, that you will basically learn in detail once you become a partner of Asia Capital Markets. So here we also have fundamental analysis. It should be based on fundamental factors such as high impact news. What are those news? As I mentioned earlier,
apart from high impact news, we also have breaking news. When we say breaking news, these are unexpected events. When we say economic news, these are news that we are expecting for the day or for the week. So for instance, let's say non-farm payrolls or NFP, which is published every first Friday of the month in the US. So you say the news release would be out at 8:30 p.m. It would actually have an impact on pairs having the US dollar, even gold, because gold is actually the symbol of which is XAU USD. You might be wondering why AU. Gold, AU is actually the chemical symbol of gold. AG, chemical symbol of silver. PT, the chemical symbol of platinum. So other than that, the most important thing, we will be teaching you how to make a trade plan setup. You would be able to know which financial instruments you would like to trade. Say, are you comfortable trading JPY pairs? Are you comfortable trading the, say, any major currency pairs? Are you comfortable trading the stock indices? Are you comfortable trading gold or even Bitcoin? So you would be able to know. And of course, from here, you would be able to know what type of trader you are. As a matter of fact, if you were to ask me what type of trader I am actually an intraday trader. I go in and out of the market on a regular basis in a day's time. But that doesn't mean I don't go into long-term trading. If the opportunity presents itself, then I might as well go into long-term trading at all. And if I see a trading opportunity, say if I would like to trade on a lower time frame, say on the hourly chart or even on the 4-hour chart, depending on my technical analysis, then I can trade on the lower time frame, even on the 5-minute chart. Those things, those advanced courses, you would be learning as we go along, as we progress, once you become a part of Asia Capital Markets. So here, to know more about Asia Capital Markets, just go to our website, asiacapmarkets.com. We have our Facebook page. Just go to, if you type in Asia Capital Markets PH, it will be shown there on the box, Asia Capital Markets PH. You will be directed to this page, Asia Capital Markets PH. This is our website, asiacapmarkets.com. This is our website. And to open an account with Asia Capital Markets, you only need to register. What are the IDs that you would be needing? Simply 2 valid IDs would suffice. Say a driver's license, of course not expired, passport, social security ID, any valid government ID, and as long as you have an address, that would suffice. If not, you can even submit one proof of billing or a bank statement that's showing your address. And then once it's approved by our back office, then that is the time that you can fund your account. You need to remember your account number and your password as well. And don't worry, if you need further assistance, we'd be more than happy to assist you every step of the way. So I think that's all for now. This is about Forex 101. If you have any questions, feel free to send them over via chat. Do you have any questions? Okay, I think we have here some questions here. Okay, how many spreads does ACM ask from the trader? Okay, I'll go to this chart. Actually, it's not actually a matter of asking from the trader per se. This is actually a built-in. It's already, it's fixed to all traders, regardless of what type of trader you are, and regardless of the amount that you have with us at Asia Capital Markets. So as you can see here, if you do a right click, and then click on spread, from here, it will show the spread. Now this is not 12, it's actually 1.2. This is not 13, it's actually 1.3. Now take note of the spread. During the morning Asian session, the spread is relatively bigger, larger compared to the European market. It actually gets thinner at the opening of the US market. So we have like 23 minutes to go before the opening of the US market. So that's actually the spread. You will be able to see here the spread. So it's here, it constantly changes from time to time. It's not fixed. But again, it's very competitive compared to others. Now, other questions? As low as the Euro USD again, you will see here 1.1 is the spread. It constantly changes. 1.0, 1.1. So it's typical of any brokers. But again, compared to others, we actually have one of the lowest spreads in the market today. What else? You choose ECN or standard. Yeah, should be able to assist you once you open an account. If you choose a standard account where you pay no commissions or spreads extremely competitive at only, yeah, that's it. If you choose a standard account where you pay no commissions, our spread is extremely competitive at only 1 pip with 0 commissions. Please take note of that. 1 pip with 0 commissions. How much to start? You can start as low as even $200 to $250. How about leverage? Leverage here, I think it's the bullet 1:100 or 1:500. It is completely up to you, whatever you are comfortable with. Some clients start with 1,000. Some start with, again, it's a matter of how much would you like to begin with. For you to be able to properly trade the market, of course, you would be needing like $1,000. Again, it depends on how much you want. Now, again, historically, some of our clients start with around $1,000, some with $5,000, and some even with $100,000, some even less. But it's all dependent on what you are comfortable with. Now, again, for leverage, we will offer up to 500:1 leverage. What leverage are you trading with currently? Okay, your ideal startup deposit on Asia Capital Markets. Okay, ECN, the question a while ago, I missed it out. ECN stands for Electronic Communications Network. Again, it's Electronic Communications Network, ECN. This gives clients direct access to other participants in equity and currency market. Because an ECN broker consolidates price quotations from several market participants, it can generally offer its clients tighter bid and ask spreads than would be otherwise available to them. So as a true ECN broker, we at Asia Capital Markets are proud that we can offer our clients very tight spreads on all our account types. Can coach please show us the chart? Okay, I'll show the chart again. So this is the chart. If you click on this one, say terminal, you would be seeing here the trade, exposure, account history, and those things. So I mentioned history, a trading journal. Just do a right click and then save as detailed report. Then click on detailed statement, and then something like this will be shown on your screen. So that's your trading history. So say if we do coaching, I instructed you to do this. So that is the time that I would be able to determine if you are trading profitably or not. So that's why you need guidance from coaches like me or like us. So what else? Were you able to see the chart, Anneli? I hope so. Again, depending on you, Mr. Graciano. Again, as many of our clients open up like $1,000 account, but it's up to you, sir. So yes, 1,000 is roughly 50K, depending on the currency conversion. We do accept, again, sir, Mr. Graciano, we accept under $1,000. No problem about that. Many clients start with less than that, but we have some clients who start with less than that. You're welcome, Anneli. He mentioned, sir, 50K is so big, sir. I can start in that amount. Again, sir, Mr. Graciano, you can even trade as low as 50,000. No problem. For a start, you might as well trade slow. Then, as we go along and as we progress, then you can start to somehow infuse additional capital as you go along. You can start with as little as, say, $200, $200. Yeah, something like 10K. Here, do we have a copy trading coach? If I go to the site of Asia Capital Markets, you will see here products. If you just guide here, copy trading. If I go to Asia Capital Markets, here it is. Under trading platform, we have here copy trader. So if I click on new tab, copy trader. So here, register now. So we do have that in our, as one of our services, we do have a copy trader. Anything else, guys? Nelly, Mary Jane. Actually, my last name as well, Mary Jane is Cueto. Yeah, I believe we're somehow related. I don't know. Sir Nap, good to see you. Any questions, Sir Nap? Any other clarifications? So again, if you would like to join us, I think this is the best time to begin your journey with us by clicking on the register now button. And from there, if you do have any questions, just register, submit the required documents, and then once approved, then that is the time that we can begin our coaching sessions. So we do actually have a calendar, so we can do a personalized coaching. We can do that via Zoom, Skype, as long as whatever you're comfortable with. That's not a problem. Anything else? Will there be another session? Yes, we do have. We'll be having another one, Anelli. So this is actually the first of my session. It's actually Forex 101. So probably by in the coming weeks or by next week, we will be having something for intermediate and later on for advanced as well. So that would be including mostly technical indicators, some trading on the lower time frame as well. So that's an overview, but for the details, that will be discussed on a personalized one-on-one coaching or even a group coaching. So if you have friends who are into trading as well, beginners, intermediate, or experts or already experienced traders, think it would be good for us to do a group coaching. So we can brainstorm. So if you have a group of 10, we can do coaching via Zoom or via Skype or whatever you're comfortable doing with. So from there, we can do discuss advanced strategies, intermediate strategies. Maybe we ought to do breakout trades for stock indices like the DAX 30 or JER 30, even the Dow Jones or the US 30. We can even discuss something about gold. We can even discuss what's in store for us by next week. So please keep us. We advise you to keep posted by checking on our Facebook page every now and then, because we will be providing you market insights, not only market insights, what to expect for the coming weeks. So here, just in our website, you can actually have a lot of information here. You see here, news and market analysis. Most of which will be coming from yours truly. We do have quite also a number of analysts, experts as well. We shall be including them on a daily basis. You see here news and market analysis. So you won't be left in the dark. You won't be. We will be guiding you every step of the way. So again, that you will have to know on our one-on-one coaching as well as on our future webinars. So anything else? Any other questions? I'll give you a minute more if you have questions. Okay, I see here, what are indicators or technical analysis that you use? Now, since this is Forex 101, Nelly, is that you who asked that question? Yeah. Just to give you an idea, as an experienced trader, especially to those of you who are already experienced, actually you use not too many indicators because I prefer you not to trade, not to clutter your screen with a lot of indicators. If I can show you one, just for the benefit of those of you who are experienced trader, I'll just show you one. Say I go to one chart. This one. No, this one. Yeah. Nope. This one. Yep. So here's an example. I'm using the pivot points. Again, please don't be scared of this because it's actually one of the advanced strategies that I'll be teaching you as we go along. These are pivot points. This is actually used for intraday trading. I also use, say, the moving average, the 200 EMA and the 50 EMA. I also use the relative strength index or the RSI, stochastic oscillator as well. Again, those I shall be discussing in detail once you become a member of Asia Capital Markets. Again, to those of you who are experienced traders, in terms of coaching, we can start off with advanced courses, no longer beginner courses. So those, Aneli, are the things that you should be expecting from me once we do our coaching. Anything else that I missed? You're welcome. How about, wait a minute. So something. How about to navigate the platform? Yes, Graciano, we shall be teaching you how to navigate the platform. For instance, if I go to this platform, I'll go to the simple chart. Yeah, we shall be, of course, you won't be able to trade properly if you don't know how to navigate the platform. So for, say, if you've put up your own trading account, then that's the time, probably at the start, navigation would be the first thing to do. So say if you click on, say, this one, Market Watch, this is where you're gonna see the financial assets or the instruments, from currency pairs to commodities such as gold, to stock indices. By the way, these are not securities. When we say securities, these pertain to stocks such as Apple, Facebook, Microsoft, Google. These are just stock indices. Again, the counterpart of which is the Philippine Stock Exchange, or the PSEI. And then we also have Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. So navigation. Then here are the indicators. Click on this one. This is the bar chart, candlestick chart, line chart, etc. These and all, we shall be, of course, teaching you the basics on the navigation. We do have MT4 navigation, webinar about that MT4 navigation. So don't worry about that, Cristiano. Anything else? Joel, can you share your best strategies like indicators? Yep. In fact, I can. As we go along, we have to take it step by step. But if you insist, if I do gauge that you're an experienced trader, then why not? Might as well share it with you. What else? For all the attendees tonight, by the way, as a bonus, we say if you registered tonight, you shall be receiving an additional 40% on your deposit. So, for instance, if you put in $1,000, it will be 1,400. So 40% of which of 1,000 would be 1,400. So this is the start of your trading capital. Instead of 1,000, it will be 1,400. Okay. Do you use what I always heard, Fibonacci retracements? Yeah, Graciano. The reason instead of Fibonacci, I'm actually using the pivot points. Fibonacci, we actually use that if we are doing long-term trades. But I don't think Fibonacci would be a very useful tool when we are doing intraday trading, meaning to say we are trading on H4 or even on H1. But if we use the Fibonacci, I think that would be a good way to somehow gauge the direction of the market. Is AMC registered in the Philippines? Yeah, we do have an office here. If we go here, about us, we click on account about us, you see here, of course, we won't be having in the office unless we do have the proper papers to conduct our business here in the Philippines. So here, we do have an office not only in the Philippines, but in Australia, Singapore as well, and First St. Vincent Bank. So that speaks of our credibility. Because if we don't have any Philippine office, so we do have an office here in the Philippines, again, not only here in the Philippines, but in Australia and Singapore as well, and also in First St. Vincent Bank. We also have local deposit in the Philippines. We are only the broker that offer. Yes. We also have local deposit in the Philippines, and as a matter of fact, we are the only broker that can offer this. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're very much welcome. Yeah. Anything else? I think we only have like 5 minutes to go before the opening of the US stock market. So I think this would be the perfect time for me to show you. Since I think Joel asked me something about the advanced strategy. So we only have 5 minutes. Why don't we go to the... I'll just show you this one for the sake of those of you who are already into some experienced traders. So let's go to, say, US 30, this one. Okay, now we see here, if I click on this one, the timestamp is showing 1630. This is actually the opening of the US stock market. If I click on this market, what's showing here, 1624. Now take note, the time stamp here, we are at Philippine time, relative to the Philippine time, we are ahead by 5 hours. So military time, so if you add 5 here, 1625 plus 5, so that means 2125. If we convert 2125 to the 12-hour format, that's 925. So since the US market will be opening in less than 5 minutes from now, we should be expecting a very volatile movement once it opens. So if we click on the tick chart here, to those of you who are already somehow experienced traders, you can see here the movement. Now I'll be using, say, just for the sake of those who are experienced traders, let's say fractals. Then I'll be adding, Anelli, you've asked this, moving average, say 200. Exponential, I'll change the color to, say, a purple. And another one, say 50. Right. So for me, when we see the moving average above here, we have a sell bias. But it doesn't mean I'm really not sure if it's going to be sell. Now, what if I include another indicator, say, the pivot points? Guess what? So in this case, the price is under the pivot point. So meaning to say, if we are expecting to sell, possibly a target would be up and down until the support, intraday support, S1. If we're expecting a buy, in terms of intraday trading, this would be our, in theory, our maximum target. So arrow up, so I'll change the color, say green, up until here. Again, this is how the breakout works. And then down, for the sake, those of you who are already experienced traders, I'll color this red. All right. So let's go to our website, say cnbc.com. Let's see here. You have something about the US market, any pre-market data here. See? Okay, stock futures are mixed. Okay, it says here US stock futures are mixed on Wednesday. Okay, Dow futures shed 73 points. It means it might have lost 73 points already pre-market. I'll go again to one website. Again, I shall be discussing to you in detail once. Let's go to the indices chart. I'm showing this for the sake of those who are already in the know about trading. Dow Jones Industrial Average, this is actually US 30. The close price yesterday was actually at 33,984.93. I'll copy paste that. Okay, I'll have this one. $33,984.93. So this one. 984.83. This is the previous close yesterday. So this one. So it says it's down by 73 points. So possibly up down here. So let's assume this would be the opening price today. Green. Okay, our bias is sell. So what if we place, say, okay, sell. Okay, let's say we are assuming this would be a sell. Say if this would be our entry. Okay, let's see. So we have barely 25 seconds left before the US market would open. If I go back, I'll have to update this because later on it will be shown here April 28th. If I go back to the chart, we have 5 seconds to go. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Once it starts 16:30, this will start to move very quickly. All right. Now this is the opening. You see here, could either go up or down. At what price did it open? If I click on this one, it opened at 33,889.77. $33,889.77 here. Now, if you say, if we are speculating the price to reach up down to this level, it could have been a sell. Now, the breakout system goes like this, something like this. Now, assuming you place a sell here, below this fractal, market went down. Let's go to the 1-minute chart. Now it's beginning to go up. Go to the M5. Actually, go down. 1630. So let's do something like this. Yep. So if we are expecting the price to break out of this level, we have a sell here. If not a buy, we have a buy here. So this would be our buy, and this would be our sell. So now sell. See, if we place a sell earlier, see, this is the opening price. If you place a sell here, you would have made like 21 pips or 22 pips in a matter of 1 minute or less than 1 minute. So you can see here the timestamp 32. See? Here, it reached the opening price. If I click on this one again, open 33,889.77. This one, you see here, the market did go down. We have a sell bias up to this point. I would have made like 36 pips. See, it continues to go down. If we checked on the news earlier, it said on CNBC, US stock futures are mixed. But if we compare the exchange opening price relative to the close of yesterday, we see here the movement. See here, this is the breakout system. It's actually one of the advanced. That meant if you took this trade down until the opening price, you would have made 36 pips. So say if you traded like one lot, so that's roughly $36. If you traded 10 lots, so that's $360. So see, it continues to go down. So now we have the support level here. Let's see if this will break the support level into the support, or if it breaks the support level. So I did mention, don't get greedy. So if you already gained on this one trade, I think that's enough. See here, the drop is around 76 pips. You see here the movement on the tick chart. That's the opening of the US stock market. Now, prior to that, we actually have a range bound or a sideways movement. So guys, this is what you will be expecting from us once you partner with us at Asia Capital Markets. Remember, this is only just one piece of the pie. Now see here, once it reaches the support level, it just bounces up. That's why 1 or 2 trades would be enough. So see here, we have the support. It actually, most of the time, respects this one. Now, of course, we really don't know if it will break this level or will it just bounce off. But again, the point is, if you made this profit in just a matter of minute or 2 minutes, I think that's enough. Same thing for the European market. We shall be teaching you that as well. The index of which is GR30 or the German DAX. So again, you would actually have a lot of options to trade. Currency pair, gold, natural gas, commodities, stock indices, and even Bitcoin. If I click on, say, Bitcoin, see, it even starts to move. If I click on gold, say if I click on gold, you see the volatility once the US stock market opens. On the other hand, the US stock market, the US 30 fell, whereas gold rose. This is what we call risk off. Stocks are down. Safe havens such as the Japanese yen and gold are up. You see here, if you place a buy, this would be your initial target up until this support level. If you took this trade, you place a buy here, you would have made 16 pips in a matter of 2 minutes or even less than that. So that's actually the breakout system. So you have different options. You can trade the D1 chart, H4 chart, H1 chart, M30 chart, M15 to as low as M5 and even M1. So that's how it works here at the Asia Capital Market. So from beginners to intermediate to advanced, we can actually teach you how to trade the market effectively. So I think that's enough. So again, please join us, and from there on, I'm hoping for you to teach each and every one of you guys how to trade in terms of basic as well as intermediate and up to advanced courses. So again, good night. I don't think you have any questions, guys. How can you get the pivot point? Now, Graciano, that we can actually provide you once you partner with us at Asia Capital Markets. We can actually teach you how to download that. It's as easy as pie. You only need to follow the instructions. Yep, looking forward as well, Nelly and Graciano. We're actually looking forward to again. We are offering you an additional 14% on your trading deposit by clicking on register now. So again, if you go back here on the slides, we shall be providing you the proper coaching. We are not saying guaranteed, but again, we are providing you the proper coaching. Again, if you don't want to know my background, I've been a trader for many years now. I worked in a bank, some banks as a financial analyst, credit analyst. I've been into trading as an analyst as well for binary options company, one of the biggest trading academies in the Philippines for I think more than 3 years. As an advanced trader coach as well, I've taught boot camps for beginners. I've taught boot camps for advanced traders. I've taught boot camps about fundamental analysis. I've taught boot camps about intraday trading, about scalping, name it, we have it. So long-term trades, intraday trades, scalping, swing trades, we can actually accommodate you every step of the way. So if you don't have any questions, guys, don't you have any questions? So I think I've shown you enough. So feel free to message us, please. Do check on our Facebook page. If not, send us an email. We do have our chat support on our website. Feel free to get in touch with us for further assistance. So that's it for now. Again, I'd like to thank each and every one of you, Nelly, Mary Jane, Graciano, Sir Nap, Joel, everyone else on this webinar. Thank you, everyone, for your attendance. I do appreciate you listening and having the time to be with us. So stay tuned next week. We'll be having another webinar. So God bless and thank you. Good night, everyone.